Hello, friends. How are you? Isn't that sparkly? I am coming to you with a magazine. So if you watch my magazine Harvesting How To and Philosophy video, you may have seen the RuPaul edition of Architectural Digest, which has these disco balls in his dining room. So I cut those out. And then I was looking through this W magazine that I got, that I forgot that I had. So I cut out the disco balls. So there's his dining, I think it's a dining room table, wasn't it? No, maybe it wasn't. I don't remember. So I cut out the disco balls because it's a skirt or a dress. And then on the back side was, I guess, like his closet. And there was this little mannequin wearing this sequined dress. So I cut it out. And then I cut out these two chairs, which were sitting like this in front of a table. And I realized once I cut the chairs out that I think the chairs could just be feet. So I was like, well, I need a head. So I started looking through the W magazine and I found this nice lady who has amazing eye makeup. And I was like, I can do this. So her head's a very good size to go on here. But then I was like, well, she'll need arms. And then I found this nice person. And I was like, well, they have really good arms. And I actually really like, so I think I'm actually going to cut out this whole jacket. So I want to take this. Maybe, there it goes. The W magazine paper is not quite as nice as other magazine paper. But the pictures are bigger, which means like if this were just in a Vogue, it would probably be much smaller and I couldn't really use the arms, or I could, but anyway. So I started doing all of this and I thought I would turn on the video camera because, well, I guess the phone. It's not a video camera, is it? It's not the 80s, Laura. Get with the program. Catch up. 2023. So that's what I want to do is I'm going to cut out her head, and I think I might try to cut her this veil head piece that she's wearing. I may try to cut it so it looks like hair. Because then I have another idea. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut this. And we'll see if we need legs. So I'm going to go do that. And you're going to come along on this journey. I'll come back with some cut up things. Okay, so this is what I have. And then maybe she has like, that almost looks like an Oscar, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, she's fabulous. Look at her. Oh, I love her. I love her so much. I love this. Okay. I wonder, could I put her arm behind her? What about that? I don't know about her arm behind her. I'm not sure. Okay, this is great. So her head is a little bit big. Well, her face is the right size. I think her hair, let's trim her hair down. I think we can go even more. Should we keep her neck? I kind of like the neck, which is why I kept that lady's head. So I could use her neck just in case. All right. And then this. I feel like, all right, I'm gonna have to cut this off because I kind of want to keep this little portrait, but I don't think it looks right. Well, maybe it does. I could do that. Okay, let's get the notebook. Oof, I don't think this is gonna fit in this notebook. Let's see what we can do. I think I want to put maybe on this purple page. Maybe. Let's see. I can cut some of her head off up there. I don't mind about that. This. Ooh, look at that. I actually don't even need the shoes if I do this. So, I mean, I like the shoes. Don't get me wrong. I could even do like maybe something like that. Okay, let's do this first. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. The background isn't terrible. I'm not sure what I want to do with those, but I do know that I want this to be a paper doll. So I'll be really happy when I can get into my Diane Reevely journals. But let's glue all of this together first. So I'm gonna use a glue stick first, just so I can keep, I gotta rearrange. I think I'm gonna try to redo my craft room. Right now it's mostly, well, right now there's a massive queen size bed in here that doesn't need to be in here. And I gotta get that out. And then right now most of it's taken up by sewing stuff, and I need to put less sewing things and more collage things. Okay, I accidentally put too much glue on there because there's glue down there, but that's fine. We can make all of this work. All right, and then this glue, I want to go to right there. So, no, you gotta keep going. Gotta go all the way to right there-ish. Okay, so there's the paper doll. And then let's see. So I'm thinking I could make a background. That looks too Christmassy, doesn't it? It's pretty Christmassy. What about, ooh, what's this? Oh my gosh, this would be very 80s. Look at this. What if I did this? Oh, y'all, this is like a California page, right? It's like California in the 80s. It just feels so like Miami Vice or something. I know. Miami's in Florida. Trust me. I know. Calm down. All right. Let's see. I think I'm, yep. All right. Full up, full up. That's got a lot of orange in it. This has got purple in it. Oh. What if I just put her over here? She kind of goes. Oh yeah, hang on. She kind of goes with this other lady and all the bubbles. I actually think I want this to be further down. I think I'm gonna have to cover up the portrait. Yeah, because I gotta get it on this page. And that's really the only way to do it. Okay. Well, I've gone and messed everything up, so let me go and fix it. Oh, that's too much glue. I'm going to glue her down. That's not what I want. Ah, and then I stick my finger right in the glue. Good job, good job. Let's flip her over. You stay there and dry. Woo. I'll be glad when I get to the Diane Reevely, I'm telling you. I really will. What if I put some of this sparkle on here? Okay. If you noticed when I was cutting, I saved this because this would make a great border. So I'm going to cut all the white parts off. Okay. Gonna put those in the recycling bin. And then, gosh, I don't know which way to cut this. There's just all this red here. I really want this, I think, this way. And then I think I want this way. I also think I've cut too much glue with those scissors and they probably need a really good cleaning, which I'll get around to later. All right, so all right, so now I have all of these pieces. So I want the lighter stuff on top. So darker on bottom. These are kind of light, I guess. I guess that's a light one. Man, these would look good over there too. I may have to just put that there. Let's see. So the red's really dark. So this is kind of half and half. That's kind of light, so I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to cut off those words because I feel like they'd be distracting. And then, ooh, I have another green one here. So I could do a green, and I could do that little guy. Do I not have any more of these? What? Right, no. Let me do this. Okay, so that's the background I think I want, and then I'll put her on there like that. Yes, okay, that's what I want. All right, I'm going to is that too dark? What if I swapped it out with this? Yeah. Right? I'm not sure that I like these two. What else do I have in here? Oh, I've got this. Ooh, I have this one too. The green is unbalanced. Yes. Okay, so there it is. Okay, I'm gonna glue this down, but not with Fabri-Tac. I think I'm gonna use my Barely art glue or whatever. What's it called? Barely. Is it just Barely art glue? Yeah, Barely art. I think that's very fitting for me to use the glue that's called Barely art. This is barely art what you're doing. It's pretty valid. I agree. You're not wrong. It's barely art. All right, catch you on the flip side. Okay, so now we want to, do we want to put her off to the side like this? Because remember, we have these chairs and we can do something like this. It's not terrible. Or we can do what I had originally done and put these on her like that. I mean, I don't have to use them at all. Better one or two. One. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the chairs. I don't feel like I do that very often. I always get very scared of layers. And so I feel like I don't really do layers. And I watch other people and I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. Why can't I do it that way? Well, that's because you're scared of layers, Laura. That's why you can't do it that way. You gotta quit being scared of layers. And that, my friends, is difficult because I worry that too much, I'm gonna do too much. I'm gonna add too much, I'm gonna do too much, I'm gonna be too much, everything's too much. Too much, too much, too much. So I'm very cautious. And maybe I should stop that mess. All right, I gotta have this green lady somewhere. My hands are very sticky. So either the green lady needs to be like here. Ooh, I like her there. Okay. Green lady's gonna be there. I feel like I need more ladies. Let's see if RuPaul has more. Do you have more ladies? Okay. Well, let me think. Do I want to do anything with that? While I'm thinking, I'm going to glue that down. Oh, no. Okay. So I've been watching videos of people doing magazine collage, and the thing I realized that they do is they take either a black or a white fine-tipped pen or Posca marker, and they outline the subject as if it were a line drawing. And that just really made something click in my head. So that's what I'm excited to try to do here. I'm not going to use these paints. See, I always start out doing one thing and then I end up off in a ditch. I'm not in a ditch, I know. So I love this. And I love her. And I really want this to be in here somewhere. I mean, we could just have it coming off of... Yes, we can. I don't know. I'm going with it. It's just going to be hanging out right there. Yes. Okay. So, I think I'm just going to recycle these and we're not going to think about it. It's fine. So many more magazines. I have so many magazines. Okay. So I did that. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I actually want to do. So let's glue her down. Okay, I'm gonna let her dry, and then I'll cut this off. I don't want to cut it because there's glue on there and it's wet. And then I will come back and I think I will doodle on her as if she is a line drawing and see what happens. Whoa, there's like a whole miss here. Come on. All right, I think she's all glued, maybe. I will get the last bits glued on her, make sure she's down. Hopefully not pull up too much of the ink on this thin magazine paper, and then once she's all glued and down and whatnot and dry, I will doodle on her and I will bring you back for the doodling. Yeah. Okay. Be back. Okay, so it's been a couple days, but our very colorful lady with her disco ball dress is dry. I realized that these two layouts are very similar, and so what I think I'm gonna do is I think I am going to doodle or do more things. Decorate them? Decorate them. Let's say decorate them. I don't know how though. My first question is, will this pen stay on magazine paper? It doesn't look like it. Ooh, I don't know. It might dry. Also, I have a fly in here, which is very annoying. The desert is full of flying bugs. I watched a lot of Wild America growing up, and I know that because of the lack of water, the desert has lots of flying insects because they have to go and find resources. There aren't a ton of crawling insects in the desert. So there you go. There's your fun fact for the day. I am full of random facts. Some of them are real, some of them are perceived, some of them are wrong. My favorite is when, as an adult, you're talking to someone and you say, oh, well, you know, some urban legend, and then you stop and go, I don't actually know if that's real. I've just been told that since I was a child and believed it. Hang on a minute. I'm not sure that that's actually real. And then you're all left to wonder, was your whole life a lie? The answer is probably. So I am just going to, I don't even know how I'm actually really going to decorate this stuff. Okay, well, it doesn't come all the way off. But I do want to start decorating what I've got. Because what usually happens is I get scared and I don't want to decorate because I worry that I'm going to mess up whatever I've got. Apologies if you can't see this very well. I need it turned this way so that I can see what I'm doing. So I have this fear that, oh, I'm just going to mess up whatever it is. It's not going to look good. All right, I survived. I got this much of it done and it doesn't look like complete crap. So I don't want to press my luck. And what I need to do is just keep going. Press your luck. Keep going. Figure it out. It'll all be okay. I think I'm going to try to put green on these greenish ones. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it just doesn't matter, you know? I could throw this whole book in the garbage and the world would keep going on. And I don't know why we get so worried about things that just don't matter all that much. But we do. We get wrapped up in it. We are silly humans sometimes. And we get wrapped up in things that just aren't going to matter, you know? In 100 years, this won't matter. It barely matters now. True facts. I like the green. Okay, cool. I like that. I'm going to keep those there because I might use them over here. The next thing I want, I think, is... Well, I really want to outline her. So I'm going to, yes, I think I'm going to use this Posca pen. Has anyone bought these Dylusions paint markers? Because mine are all like leaky and gross. And I don't know if I just got bad markers and maybe I need to like email Ranger and mail those back or something. But I'm not a fan. They kind of leak all over the place and it's kind of annoying. All right, I got in my chair. Oh, let's shake this up. This has been sitting. I'll take a sip of tea. So I have a few days off of work. Got a long weekend, like I said. I have plans to do as much art as I can and to ride horses as much as I can. The one thing I've learned coming from the South and moving to the Pacific Northwest is you enjoy summer. Like, you get out there and enjoy it. That is like top priority because it goes away. And then getting outside to do things is very difficult. So Summers are usually spent outside, which is funny because I started this YouTube channel in the spring and now it's summer and I'm like, well, I want to be outside. I don't want to be inside doing art and recording videos, but I realize I do want to be inside doing some art and recording videos. And so here we are. Here we are. Good thing I have extra nibs for these pens. And yes, you can buy nibs for them. So when people are like, you'll ruin your Posca pens. True facts, but also you can buy nibs. So it's not that big of a deal, but that's up to you to decide how big of a deal it is for you. No one else, just you. Oh, that fly is super annoying. I'm sure that you can hear it. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing over there. So yeah, so I started watching more magazine collage and I saw folks were going into their magazine. Well, you know what, I think what it is I just watched people doodle because I never could, like if you show me a completed work of art, I'm just going to be like, that's very pretty. And I don't have the eye that's going to look at it and go, oh, I see, you used this technique, or oh, I bet that is oxide sprays. Like, I don't know. My brain doesn't automatically think that. So I guess I have to use a bit more brain to understand the art that I'm seeing. So it's very helpful to watch people do it because then I go, oh, you're right. If I go and look at this piece of completed art, I see that you did outline, and that's what makes the difference. So if you've ever wondered, do the engineering, sciencey math people get as confused with art as I get with sciencey math topics? The answer is yes. Yes, we do. And I'm not that good at math. So I'm batting 1,000 over here. I'm not good at math. I'm not good at art. I don't know. What am I good at? No idea. All right, so now I'm gonna outline this, but I'm just gonna do it kind of loose. I don't really want it to be perfect. Yeah, see, that makes it like 1,000 times better. All right, now I want my white pen. Man, I haven't used my Posca markers in forever. Okay, I gotta see where this is. Whoop, it doesn't matter. All right, and then I gotta see where this is. All right. And then I'm gonna go down there like that. Can't really see the pockets. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put dots up here to kind of give this a bit of delineation from the rest. Well, hello, Tilly. How are you? I have a visitor. And nope, she laid down. I thought she was leaving. I thought she was like, whoop, I don't want to be on the internet. I'm out of here. It's too late, Tilly. You've been all over the internet. All over it. All right, I think I'm going to do this. I don't actually know that there are buttons, and I'm sure that if the designer saw what I was doing, they would be like, stop it. What is wrong with you? And I would say, nothing. I have no idea about fashion. And thank you for playing. This one feels like it's off, but it's fine. Whatever. Not gonna worry about it. I gotta do something with this skirt to like make this skirt really come out that it is its own entity. Well, first, I think I'm gonna outline her eyes, maybe even her nose, and definitely her mouth. So, I'll turn it this way so I can see what I'm doing. And so again, I'm trying to make it so it looks more like I kind of sketched some of this. Maybe it's helpful. I don't know. Maybe it looks better. Unsure. So I kind of outlined her lips. I outlined her eyes. It's not terribly noticeable, and that's fine. So her hat, her veil, but we're gonna make it her hair, kind of has this color in it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to do this. I don't know if this is what I want to do. But it's what I'm doing. And then I feel like what I want to do here is kind of follow the lace a little. And sort of give this kind of like wavy-ish vibes, maybe. Yeah, so now she has this like blue hair. Yeah, okay, I don't know, I'm just playing, man. Just playing. All right, what's the next thing we can do? Mark making, you say? I love this idea. All right, I have this light blue purple and this dark purple, and this teal. Aqua? Teal? I don't know. Oh, this one is brand new. So because I live at about 4,000 feet elevation, new Posca markers I have to hold upside down and release the pressure that has built up inside, because most of them come from places that are at sea level. And so if I don't do that, when I go to push on them, paint will just go everywhere. It's a disaster. I discovered this because I got new Posca markers and was very excited, and paint went everywhere. All right, so I think maybe what I'll actually do, ooh, that's a bad sound, I apologize. Ooh, no, I think maybe I want, oh, I don't have, Posca does not make a yellow green. This is kind of a yellow green. Let me put this Posca marker away for a second. So these Wotech acrylic paint marker pens, I got these from Amazon. I'll put a link to them down below just in case. They are super good and also very permanent. So when I go to clean all of this up here, this is going to remain and I'm going to have to scrub it. Okay, so I think that this is the color I want. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline all of these disco balls to kind of call attention to them. Because I think that's what I want to do. So here we go. So story time. I have a home office because I work from home, and all of our meetings are on Zoom, and we use video. So some places, work from home places, don't use video. We do. We're always on video. No big deal. However, this week, one day, I was on calls. My whole job is meetings. I just sit in meetings. I sit in Zoom calls for 6 to 8 hours a day. Usually more like 6, but sometimes I have very busy days. So this one morning, I am on my Zoom calls and I end up having to contend with 3 different spiders while on Zoom calls. Now you need to know I do not like spiders. And these are the they're kind of like wolf spiders. They're like kind of jumping type spiders. They freak me out because they move very quickly and they'll kind of hop if they need to. Ooh, just talking about it creeps me out. So I had to, during these calls, be very calm, turn off my camera, write in the chat, I'm still listening, and then kill spiders. And look, I would love to be able to gently pick up the spider and carry it outside, but I am freaking out and I'm in a meeting and the spider is jumping. So I certainly don't want to put it on a piece of paper and have it jump at me as I'm trying to take it outside while I'm trying to get back into a meeting. So I just killed them. And I also have a rule in my house. If you're a spider and you come into the house where I can reach you and you get in my space, you have to die. That's the rule. Now, if you want to stay in the corner of a room on the ceiling, I'll let you stay there. But if you come in to the house and you're all like, hello, I'm on your desk while you're in a meeting, you gotta go, man. I don't have time. I'm sorry. So that's what I did. I got very good at very quietly killing spiders while in meetings. But man, I had the heebie-jeebies all day. I was like, is there a spider on me? Like, what's going on? This is gross. The reason I have so many is because my office window right outside is like this little garden area. And I think they just like all the plants. And then they're like, ooh, what's over here? This looks like a fun place to go. And it's unfortunately the wrong place to go. And that's where they went. And then they learned their lesson. Too late. Okay, I've outlined this whole thing because I need it all to be one cohesive piece. Okay, now, so what I'm gonna do, I thought of this as I was telling my story and coloring it. So I've colored all of this with this green color because of this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with pit markers once this dries a little bit better, and I'm going to, because the pit is India ink. These are my pit pens, pit markers. I don't know why they're called pit. But I'm going to go in with this. And these will dry transparent. So I'm going to go in with these like this. And I'm going to, oh, that's not a great sound. And I'm going to color all of these disco balls this color. I don't know what it's going to look like. I have no idea. Maybe it'll look like garbage. Maybe it won't. Who knows? So I need to ask on the Facebook group what folks want to see. The Facebook group is free, BT dubs. So if you are like, oh, the Facebook group is for paid, it's probably for like Patreon people or something. No, I am not here to make money. I mean, if I could, that would be awesome, obviously, but that's not the purpose of me being here. I started doing this simply because I was watching so many people do magazine collage. Like, I quit watching my streaming shows. And I love 90 Day Fiancé, so if I quit watching 90 Day Fiancé for your YouTube videos, you know I am, like, all up in it. So I started watching a lot of YouTube videos, and then I thought, this is just great. Like, there's, like, whole communities of people. And so I thought, well, I want to meet artsy people and do videos, and I don't know. And if you are anybody that knows me, you're like, what? Laura's doing videos? This makes no sense. It really doesn't. But I just enjoyed them so much that I kind of wanted to make some too, because they were so useful. And I was like, man, I want more of this content. And I feel like I kind of found all the ones that were the style that I like, which is just people working and talking and kind of talking about their thought process as they do it. That's what I've been looking for. So if you have any recommendations of channels, I'll take them, please. Thank you. So I thought, well, I'll put some out there too then, because I really like these, and I bet there's other people that really like these, and I'm not here to have 1 million subscribers and make a bunch of money. That's not what I'm doing. I'm here to have fun. I'm just having fun on the internet. I used to have fun on the internet when I was a young mom. I did the whole mom blog thing. But you know, then you get older and life gets crazy and real, and you get divorced and you get jobs and all this stuff happens, and you know, you don't have time for that stuff anymore. And then you get your kids raised and you're like, all right, well, now I have time for that stuff again. So let's do that. That was fun. But the world's kind of moved on. I mean, I guess I could still blog, but oof, I tried. I really actually tried to do a craft blog, and I was like, I do not care enough about crafts to write about them on top of everything else I'm doing. Like, I really enjoy doing this. I don't want to have to write about it. That seems like work. I don't want anything to feel like work. This is what I do to relax. And I just share it with you all. So, Facebook's free. Would I do a paid membership? Maybe. Maybe if enough people were like, hey, we want to do this, this, and this. Like, you know, sure. Because then I might be using more of my time. So it may make sense. But for right now, I just make videos for y'all when I can. I post them. Y'all leave me sweet, funny comments. I love chatting with all of you. You give me good ideas and tips and tricks. I get to talk to people all over the world. Carrie and I talk. I'm thinking we usually talk either really late at night for her or early in the morning. Because she's usually going to bed when I'm waking up, and then every once in a while she'll message me when she wakes up, or leave a comment, I guess. She doesn't really message me, but she could message me if there was like a messaging function on YouTube. But it's fun. She's in Australia. She gets to tell me all this fun watercolor tips and tricks that I didn't really know about. Oh, I love that. I love that. I really do. I think I went a bit too dark over here, but that's okay. We can make it work somehow. Whatever. Cool. Haha, that's kind of neat. That's funny. All right, now I want to do the mark making that I was talking about. Is this a new marker? Absolutely not. Great. Is this one new? I do not believe so, because it's my favorite color. Okay, so putting that one away, going back to the Poscas. I think, I know y'all are like, oh, your nib on the glitter. I agree. Same. But luckily you're not pressing down hard. There's plenty of paint. There's a lot of straight lines, isn't it? Ooh, these I'm going to go this way with. But it's fine. It's my art. If I want it to have lots of straight lines, it can. So I have to admit, I have another Temu package coming. So I'm going to do another Temu haul. It's mostly craft stuff. There's a few gifts for family in there. But I think it might be my last Temu haul. I'll explain in the video. But I do like Temu. Here's what's funny. I got on another craft supply website this morning because they were having a little sale. And I was like, well, let me go look at the sale. And I could not bring myself to buy any supplies because I was like, $18 for a stencil. Y'all, this is like $2.50 on Temu. Also, I have a cry cut, and I learned how to cut your own stencils. If you want a video on that, let me know. It would be a very weird video because I'm not sure that I would know how to do it. because I don't know, I just wouldn't know exactly how to do it. But if you want a cry cut tutorial, cry cut, whatever. I call it cry cut. I don't care whatever you're supposed to call it. I say cry cut. If you want a tutorial on that, let me know. I will be more than happy to show you how to make stencils using your cry cut, Cricut, or whatever machine. I mean, I guess you could probably translate that into your machine if you have something that isn't a Cricut. It took me a bit. I had to waste a lot of hours and Mylar stencil sheets to get to the point where it worked like I wanted it to. I'm gonna do this. I'm just trying. I wonder if that's dry. So the reason I got these markers, and I totally forgot about it until I was looking online at them again on Temu because they came up, is that they write on black paper. And I got them because my next journal that I am going to work in is going to be on my black Diane Reevely journal. So y'all should get excited. All right, maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. You do you. But I'm going to get excited because I'm very curious to figure out, can I work in this black journal? How easy would it be? Is it going to be neat? Is it going to drive me bananas? Who knows? I do like these markers. I almost want to buy another set of them just in case these run out of ink. But I'm also trying to not buy more than one of things because I know myself and I know that I get bored with things. And then I'm like, yeah, I did that a lot. It's not really a challenge anymore. I want to do something different. And then I give up on whatever it is I was doing. Well, I don't give up. I just move on to something different. So I do this with art supplies where I'll be like, oh my gosh, I just love stickles. They're so much fun. I'm going to use stickles in everything. And then I'm like, okay, I'm done with stickles. I don't ever want to see a stickle again. I don't know. Do you do that? I do that a lot. A lot. Let's see. I kind of want to see what would happen if I tried to color her blue eye makeup with this marker. I don't know. This might be a bad idea. Maybe not. Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh, yeah. Ah, nice. I do have a red-ish color. I don't think it's the right color red to go over her lips, though. I think that would look a little weird, so I'm gonna leave that out. What else should I do? Let's do... So I have these, I have both of these. So this is a Stabilo All, and this is a Faber-Castell Graphite Aquarelle pencil. Aquarelle. I don't know why I cannot say that. They're both very similar, sort of. This one, the Stabilo, writes on paper, glass, plastic, and metal. I don't think that this one writes on all of those things, but they're both water soluble, and I prefer in my journal to use the Faber-Castell because the Stabilo really spreads, and the Faber-Castell gives like a soft shadow instead of like a harsh watercolor like line. So I'm going to color this with this. Again, I'm going to do it kind of loose, loosey-goosey, as they say. There is a lot of glue, so that's going to be a problem because glue essentially turns into plastic. So that's okay. This will still do something on it. It's all good. All right. Was this the most boring video ever? Question mark. Probably. All right, so I have this is a Pentel watercolor brush. It's just a fine point. I'm just gonna run it down like that. So this is it. This is all I'm gonna do. That fly is still buzzing. Oh, there he is. Or she. Could be a she. Who knows? As soon as it gets warm, we get flies in the house, even if we don't leave the doors and windows open. It's the weirdest thing. It can be... we had a warm day in the winter, and I didn't open any windows or doors. And by golly, there were 2 flies in the house. And I was just like, how in the world did you get in here? How are you even alive right now? It's January. But I'm sure that there's a method to the madness that only Mother Nature understands. All right. So I don't have, yes, I do. I have a thing to clean this with. All right. I cleaned some of that glitter sparkly watercolor paint with this rag, and now it's very glittery. All right. So I think I'm going to call this done. I think she's good. I like her. I am happy with her. Maybe let's do some eyes here with her. Like that. And then we can take this and we can go over that. And then there we go. Accentuated her eyes a little. I like that. All right. Done. I said I was going to do both. I'll probably do this one on my own time because I think I might actually use some paint and get in here and do this. Maybe I'll do a video when I do it if y'all want to see it. But I'm going to call this one good. She's done. Let's put a stamp on her. All right. Dunzo. See y'all later.